Hi, I'm Chris from Young Urban Farmers. Today we're going to be talking about garden tools and two-handed tools in the garden. First, we're going to talk about the shovel. Shovels are essential for digging, lifting, and turning over loose bulk material like soil, sand, stones, and other coarse materials. For the garden, look for tools that have a pointed tip, as that makes it easier to break into the soil and to dig and to lift. Pointed shovels are technically called spades. The other feature that you're going to want to look for is a little lip and roll at the top end of the shovel. This allows you to use your foot to get some leverage when pushing it into the ground. The fork is the next garden tool you should have. Forks have 4 straight metal tines that are used for loosening up compacted soil. They're similar to a shovel, but because they don't have as much space, it's easier if you have really heavily compacted, hard clay soil. Forks can also be used for lifting and moving around loose material, and is another essential tool for the garden. The third tool that I would recommend any gardener to have is a hoe. Hoes are multi-purpose in that they can be used for cutting weeds using the sharp edge of the blade. It can also be used for digging rows, creating furrows, for planting your seeds, bulbs, and other small, shallow plants. Look for hoes with a long handle so that you can avoid bending over as much when using the tool. The rake is the last tool that I would recommend for all gardeners. This one is a bow rake or a hard rake. This is different than a leaf rake, which has larger, more flexible metal tines that are spread out in a fan fashion. Bow rakes are best for vegetable gardens because they're useful for spreading the soil, leveling the soil, and also for screening and weeding out different particles like branches, twigs, and other larger pieces of debris in the soil. When using the bow rake, you can use it with both the tines pointing upwards in a pushing and pulling fashion, or with the tines in a downward fashion, which is good for spreading and also for leveling the soil.